Hey everyone! Welcome back to another amazing chess breakdown. In today's game, White dominates with the Ruy Lopez opening. Watch how sharp strategies and key moves lead to victory as White steadily builds control over the board. Surprisingly, Black plays bishop d6, an unusual and somewhat passive development of their bishop. c3. I prepare to support d4 push. Black tries to gain queenside space by kicking my bishop with a6. I retreat my bishop to a4, just like we do in Morphy defense. If you haven't checked out my Morphy defense game, click the I button to watch it. Black continue with b5, expanding aggressively on the queenside. My bishop now safely sits on b3, eyeing the center. Black develops their knight to f6, targeting the e4 pawn. I castle to secure my king and prepare to bring my rook into the center. Putting pressure on my king side, Black develops their bishop to c5. I challenge the center with d4, and Black takes the pawn with e takes d4, opening up the position. I recapture with the c-pawn, keeping center strong. Black retreats their bishop to d6, opening up the perfect opportunity for a pawn fork. I quickly push d5, taking advantage of position and forking their bishop and knight. Black takes with knight, but it's a big mistake. They gave me one more chance to fork their pieces. Grabbing the opportunity, I took their knight without a second thought. Black takes back with the bishop, only to offer it for my monstrous knight. Black castles, trying to keep their king safe. Bishop to c2, enjoying long diagonal, eyeing on Black's king side. Black pushes d6, attacking my centralized knight. My knight jumps to c6, creating threats and pressuring Black's position. Black responds with queen d7. I bring my queen into the game, defending my knight and setting discovered attack on rook a8. Black responds with d5, blocking both my ideas of defending knight and the discovery on their rook. Good move! I reposition my knight to d4, dodging the queen's attack while pinning the d5 pawn in the process. Black develops their bishop to b7, but now they're on the defensive. I played bishop g5, increasing the pressure on king's side. c5, a desperate try to attack my knight. I retreat my knight to e2, keeping it safe. Black pushes d4, aiming for counterplay and unleashing a discovered attack on my queen. I placed my queen on d3, stopping their pawn fork. Black responds with bishop e4, putting pressure on my pieces and trying to exchange bishop, which is not good for them at all, because their bishop is a lot more active than mine. I move my queen on d2, keeping control on c2 square. Black pushes the pawn to d3, aiming for a fork, but they can't capture my pieces because their pawn is pinned to the queen. I took their knight on f6 with bishop, forcing to take back with g-pawn, weakening the king. Bishop d1, removing from threat of pawn taking if they breaks the pin in next move. Black moves their king to h8, likely to avoid potential checks. My knight comes to g3, preparing to jump into the attack. Black places their rook on g8, giving open file to the rook, defending their kingside. They didn't notice their bishop was hanging, so I quickly seized the opportunity and captured it. Black plays queen to h3, threatening mate in 1. I defend g2 square with knight g3. Black retreats their queen to d7, realizing that no more threats are there. My knight jumps to c3, preparing for an invasion. Black brings their rook to d8, attempting to build a battery, but the file remains completely closed, blocking their plan. I centralize my queen on f4, setting the stage for a potential attack on Black's king in the upcoming moves. Black plays Queen d4, trying to trade queens. But now they're really struggling to get back into the game. I move my queen to h6 to avoid the exchange. I want to keep my queen on the board since it's the strongest piece for attacking my opponent's king. They move their rook to d5, but they didn't notice that my knight controls that square. As I captured their rook, Black lost all hope of salvaging the game and chose to resign before it concluded. Thanks for watching. And remember, every game is a chance to learn and improve your chess skills, so keep practicing. See you in the next video.